head. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. On the ground, this is James Cook. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Not much there. We'll get this down inside the 40. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Down these 2. Down these 2. 15. Right side.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that is incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will remain a scoreless game. 1st and 10. Schultz is the motion man. First carry for Joe Mixon. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On play action, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Yellow. 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. Third down coming up.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. And this is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
On the quick, right?
Now, Stroud.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Here's a third down and 4. Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Throwing is Stroud. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
A second down throw for Stroud.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Where's the hot? South. Under.
Schultz is the motion man. On third down, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. The offense will take over. They'll come up here first and 10.
15.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's taken in. It's James Cook. Now he's loose at the 40. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and, Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Strike.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Yellow.
They'll run the draw with Cook. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come back.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Yellow. Come back.
Here's Cook. And he will score. James Cook. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Schultz is the motion man. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. Not much develops there. We'll get this to about the 43. Here's the toss as they look to run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
Here we go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Schultz is the motion man. They'll try to run. 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Cook.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this.
Yellow. Big yellow, 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 yellow.
They put Adams in motion. Mahomes on first down. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Henderson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On first down, it's Stroud. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up second down. Schultz is the motion man. Throwing on second down. Stroud over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either...
That is caught. What a throw. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
Look the hot, look the hot.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. So again, they will try for 2. This time, it comes from the 7-yard line. Stroud going to set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. This pass right side caught by Lamb. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So we've reached halftime here at Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
A gain there of 11. First down, KC.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Yellow. Hero 15.
A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
Attack!
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 57 colors.
Now, Mahomes. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. In motion, Peoples-Jones. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. So second down, and they'll run it. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
In motion, Peoples-Jones. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Texans first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
On the give, this is Mixon. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he will get into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And
in trouble. Down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. On the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Once again, it's Cook. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A carry for Cook. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Schultz is the motion man. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A hit, and he has lost the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A second down throw for Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. In motion, Peoples-Jones. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's going to have the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now give on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Schultz is the motion man. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's third down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On third down, here's a run by Mixon. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Now Stroud. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
Now going to get a stoppage, injured player. Oh, it's CeeDee Lamb who is shaken up. Second down, 8 for the first down.
Yellow.
They put Adams in motion. On second down, Cook. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left.
Yellow, yellow.
It's 1st and 10. Cook. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Mahomes going to keep it himself. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. 2nd down, goal to go. One more time with Cook. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll run. It's Cook.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to win the game. This kick is good. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say so long from Arrowhead.